All right, let's talk about the values that are at the heart of Regarding Hope, the values that are at the heart of our church, and therefore the values that are at the heart of membership here at Regarding Hope. First of all, the Word of God. We are attempting to be about making ourselves and changing ourselves to become more and more a people of the Word of God. You can't be at Regarding Hope for more than a few weeks to understand that this is at the heart of so much of what we're doing, including Bible read-through groups. Bible read-through groups is an attempt to Bible saturate people so that they're abiding with God, that they're spending time with God one-on-one. Now, our values are people of the Word, prayer, mission, godliness, holiness, together. But the together component affects all the others. And so Bible read-through groups is the together component of developing a people of the Word. I know that people can read the Bible by themselves. Do they? Well, I really struggle. I really struggle to have that discipline week after week, year after year, in staying in the Bible without Bible read-through groups. But people can. People can do that. But the together bit is to help us to remind one another of what we love about the Word of God and to nurture not just a discipline of it, but remind ourselves, yeah, this is life-changing stuff, and to reflect a little bit more on this Bible saturation process. To be a member here Regarding Hope is to commit yourself to being a part of a Bible read-through group. They're all throughout the week, and we can start new ones as needed, but that's at the heart of our values, and that's the heart of the church, and it's part of the membership here. The second thing is prayer, becoming a praying people, a people of prayer. Now, we have people who are praying and having different prayer times all throughout the week, and I'm sure that you pray at different times. I pray at different times, but we have two specific times in a given week where our church gathers to pray and to intercede on behalf of what God's doing here in the church, to intercede on behalf of what God's doing in our city and in our nation and even in the world, in the persecuted church. Often we spend a lot of time praying just for salvation and for God to intervene. Now, praying for God's kingdom to advance is not just a discipline. This is something that God is hearing prayers and God is answering prayers. And so to be a member here is to pray things forward, to pray God's kingdom forward, to pray God's mission forward. And we believe that we are not articulate enough or persuasive enough or great enough to do what we want to see done. And God needs to intervene. So we need our members, if you're going to be a member here, to be praying this church forward. And so that would be attending one of the two prayer times and praying and interceding on behalf of what God's doing in this land. Those are right now on Thursday nights and on Sunday afternoons, but depending on our services, we have them at least twice a week. Okay, so then mission. We expect our members to be using their spiritual gifts, learning their spiritual gifts and using their spiritual gifts. Now, we're going to talk about that a lot more on the gift-based, on spiritual gift stuff video down below. But just for the record, yeah, we want people to be advancing God's kingdom together even, helping it be more healthy and effective by using your gifts in mission and maybe even volunteering in different places. If you have a special heart for the poor, God has a special heart for the poor, maybe working at the Glasgow City Mission or things like that. But you're going to hear more about that coming up in a few minutes. And as far as godliness and holiness goes, spurring one another on towards love and good deeds, keeping one another on accountable to changing to become more and more like Jesus Christ, encouraging people when temptations come, because they're going to come. And I know that this year, in the next 12 months, you are going to be seriously tempted to do things that are completely opposite of Jesus' way. And hopefully you're going to take this covenant seriously. You're going to choose to walk in that way. But if you waffle, well, then that's where we together spur one another on towards holiness and godliness. And you spurring people on next to you, them spurring you on. The people who have made this covenant, who've decided to become members here at Regarding Hope. So, people of the Word, people of prayer, people of mission, pursuing godliness and holiness, and doing this together. That is at the heart and the values of our church, and it's at the heart and the values of our membership.